Afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Hope you guys are doing well today. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you had a great Easter, you and your family. I want to thank you all for tuning in today on this little muggy, cold April day, folks. It's Monday, the 18th of April, and it's also tax day. It's not the 15th this year, of course. Obviously, everybody knows it's actually the 18th, so taxes are due today. So, everybody, I thank you guys for tuning in today. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and please give us a call at 847-769-8609. That's 847-769-8609 to book a show, folks. And again, today is also Happy Patriots Day for all you patriots out there. So that's April 18th, along with the tax day. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I also want to say thank you guys so much for showing up this past weekend to the weekend gigs we had. Everybody that showed up at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Rhino was with Jerry Jams on Friday, which is a great event, and it turned out really nice. I thought it might be a little slow because of Good Friday, Passover, but Friday at Chicago Prime Steakhouse was like great. It was packed. It was a great night. So thank you for that. And then Saturday at Norton's in Highland Park, I thought it might be a little busier because it's Passover. But no, it was a great night. And I had, of course, Rhino Ryan with me, of course, and the talented, lovely Regina Karma. So it was very nice, a Saturday night. So thank you, Richie and Blanche and everybody there at Norton's for a great event that was there last night. Hope you guys are doing well. Got a lot of good stuff to talk about. A lot of busy week this week. It is. So let's get to some sponsors real fast while you guys are watching. First of all, I hope you all had a wonderful Easter, you and your families, or Passover, or whatever you guys celebrate. I just want to thank you all, and I hope it was good around with good family and friends. That's what we had. We had an incredible Easter party, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Let's talk about our sponsors first. Don't forget McCampbell Law Group, Roy McCampbell, attorney at law, a statewide law practices that's client-focused and results-driven. He's an honest guy, man. He can get the job done. Call my friend Roy at 708-275-4264. And let's not forget our buddy Lou from Airtight Windows. You know, it's that time of season. Everybody always needs new windows, right? So this is the time to do it, folks. And they're a company that's been around for 30 years. For honesty and quality, do it right with Airtight. Give my buddy Lou a call at 708-7885. That's Airtight Windows. Let's not forget our good buddies from Don Esteban Cigars, Tarpon Springs, Florida. Javier can get those cigars hand rolled right to and delivered right to your home. Now that everything's warming up a little bit, now everybody might be wanting to smoke those cigars either in the backyard or the driveway or when you're golfing, whatever you're doing, But they're hand rolled, so give them a call at 727-366-7536. And let's not forget our buddies from Trico Hair Experts out of Rosemont, Illinois, Anthony and Carmela, 773-999-7888, recreating good hair days. Men and women out there, go ahead and get it. Now, folks, don't forget you can follow us also on Twitter. I would love for you guys to do that, and I would love for you guys to sign up on our YouTube page right there. It's very simple, and you can see 3 ways of watching Ocean's Pit: Twitter, YouTube, and, of course, here on Facebook. I just want to say, like I said, hope you guys had a great Easter. We had the family over. Mama D, of course, was doing great. She was out with the festivities with us. My mom, Mama Grace, she was there too. So it was nice to spend. They spend most of the time here at the table, and other cousins. Nice to see cousin Rhonda and Johnny, and of course all the kids and everybody showed up. So it was a lot of fun. And then the Antonelli showed up, Lindsay and Joey and David and April. So they were by. And, it was a normal, a beautiful get-together for Easter. My wife cooked, and everybody bought their little stuff here and there. And it's tradition. Hey, Joe, how you doing? Big Dog Fry. Joe, how you doing, pal? All the way from Fish Lake. Nice to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Rosemary, hope you're doing well, my friend. Facebook user, thank you very much. Hello, Rosemary and Seymour. I hope you guys, Joanne, Joneska, Yvette, Jill, how you doing? Kathy, I hope you're doing well. I hope you guys had Jerry Jams. Thank you, Emo, very much, my friend, and Jerry Jams. Great job on Friday, my brother. I appreciate that very much. So, we have the traditional ham, and then my mother made pasta, and then you have all the different sides, and everybody brings different stuff, and then Rhonda, it's tradition that she brings us couple things that she does. She does some um, rice. I don't know what the Czech mix with like caramel and stuff. I don't know what it is. It's almost you can't stop eating them. They're actually very good. Then she makes like a French toast thing, and I don't know what that was, but I didn't have that because I'm not a French toast guy or a pancake guy. But the people seem to love it, so that was good. But what she does is she buys these. When you have and my wife makes this giant punch. She puts everything she can, different types of alcohol into this giant punch, and everybody just seems to really enjoy it. So instead of a lime, because it's Easter, they got those little, Easter bunny peeps, and they, put that in between the glass. So instead of a lime, and then they take the chocolate bunnies and they cut the ears off, and to make them look like shot glasses, and then they put different 4 or 5 different types of alcohol in these things, and then you're doing bunny shots all night long. Not all of us. Some of us did not partake, but the majority of the adults did have some fun. So it went into a long, usually, still we were up at like 10:30, 11 o'clock. People were still in the house with the kids and everybody. So it was a great, great day. And my sister came too. Chex Mix is wonderful. Yes, Marion, but she puts a bunch of different stuff in it. Albert, how you doing, my friend? Davey Gage, I hope you're feeling well, brother. Marion, I hope you got did you get your Bill Melton signed picture and Laura's book? You never told me if you got it. Just want to make sure you did. So again, all right, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, folks. What a busy week we got. First of all, on Thursday, we'll be at JC Pub, returning there in beautiful McCook, Illinois, with Rhino Ryan. That's a 7:30 hit. Great place. The old supper club, McCook, Illinois. Not that far either. It's a great place. Friday, returning to Chicago Prime Steakhouse. This Saturday, we'll be at Taverna on Division. Now, we haven't been to Taverna on Division on a Saturday since December of 2021. We couldn't give him any dates in January, February, or March. So we're going this Saturday, the 23rd of April, at Taverna on Division with Rhino Ryan, the return of Ryan, and, of course, Tony Toto. And then Sunday, we are off, me and Jerry Jams and Dave Antonelli. We are off to Casa Loma Ballroom in St. Louis, Missouri for Ocean's Rat Pack. That's going to be Bill Saratella, of course, Elliot Winbush, yours truly, and a special appearance by our buddy up there in St. Louis, the great Everett Dean. So that's going to be this Sunday at the Casa Loma Ballroom in Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri. So we're having a lot of fun with that. John Davey, how you doing? Hope you're happy Easter. No, I got the book only. Marion, well, the book and the picture were in the same envelope. So you might want to open the book to make sure, because we didn't send out 2 packages. We send the book, and the picture is in the book, in the thing. So it's the same envelope. You might want to look at that, make sure, because they were sent in the same package, Marion. Anyway, folks, so it's going to be fun being out there in beautiful Casa Loma Ballroom. Pat does a great job there. We've been there before with the old Chicago Rat Pack. But Everett called me this time and said, listen, Dave, how about trying something different with your new Rat Pack? And that's what we did. And that's how it's going to happen this Sunday on the 24th. Then next week on the 27th, we'll be returning to Rosario's in Roselle, Wednesday. Next Thursday, the 28th, we'll be at Venuti's in Addison, Illinois. And then next Friday, of course, at Chicago Prime Steakhouse. But next Saturday on the 30th, returning to Port Edwards in Algonquin, Illinois, on the 30th. So, all right, couple things here, folks. Don't forget now, we got the St. Jude's benefit coming up May 1st at the Arcada Theater in St. Charles. That's Sunday, May 1st. And that's, of course, oshows.com for tickets. But the big show that we're promoting right now, and if you can, share the show, push the button, tell everybody about it. I hope you guys can come out and support 30 years of entertaining. That's Tony Ocean's 30th anniversary extravaganza concert. It's going to be a great event, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be, first of all, mark it down Put it in your phone. Tell your friends it's Sunday, May 29th. It's going to be at the Des Plaines Theater in Des Plaines, Illinois, Ron Onesti's brand new theater. Now, let me give you this lineup. This is all in one show, folks. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. By 5, then we have a little after party. So it's going to be a great day to kick off the holiday weekend. And here's how it's going to be, where it's going to be fantastic. First of all, we got Nick Sahajas, the piano man, a tribute to Billy Joel, Elton John, and his 10-piece band. We got the main event band going to be joining us. Anthony Napolitano, Tony Toto, Danny Raimondi, Daryl Harmonstown will be making it appearances. We got the wonderful female singers of the great Diva Montel, the great Regina Karma, the great Kim Peterson LaFew. My sister Tanya Carrara will be there making her singing debut on the big stage with a band. So we're excited about that. Then we have, of course, Ocean's Rat Pack, Bill Saratella, Elliot Winbush. We got my good pal, Mr. Jack D'Amico, who was with us when we were with Ocean, with the Chicago Rat Pack. Funny Man, Matt Cassane. We got John Vincent, ladies and gentlemen, who sings the national anthem at all the Chicago Cub games. Plus, he's a great Sinatra impersonator. So we have John Vincent coming down to the poor. We also have the great Jersey Girls. All 3 Jersey Girls will be there joining us as well. Mike and Tracy from Good Clean Fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's Sunday, May 29th at the Des Plaines Theater, celebrating 30 years. So I hope you guys can get your tickets at oshows.com. Get your tickets, oshows.com. It's only going to come once, folks. 30 years to get all these people at one time on a Sunday. So I'm very, very happy. It's going to be, Kim. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well, my dear. Hope you guys, like I said, hope you had a great holiday weekend with Easter and all. And, we have to remember, of course, I noticed with all the stuff that was going on yesterday with Easter, and you're sitting around and you're seeing family, you're seeing friends, you're breaking bread, you're eating, enjoying, laughing. And sometimes the whole reason for Easter doesn't even get mentioned. And that's sad sometimes. I got to say, hey, God, thank you for what you've done. You've risen. And, look, I'm not sitting here starting to preach now, because I'm not I'm not much of a religious guy, but I do believe in God, and I do believe He gives me what I have, my friends, my family, my goods, my bads, whatever it is, but that's what made me, because at least and I believe everybody should believe in some sort of God. It doesn't have to be all the same God, but you should pray to somebody, look to somebody to say, hey, so happy Easter or Passover, whatever you guys celebrate. So we had great. Oh my God, I'm so glad I don't throw anything away. The Sox pitcher was in there. Of course, Marion, I told you, my dear. Jesus is the reason. Yeah, Marion, absolutely. Yes, 30-year thank you, my good buddy Ronnie B. I'm sorry, Vita, when you're talking to your phone, it's all coming out mush, so I can't really read what you put on your page there, Vita. I hope you're doing well. All right, so let's get down to some business, folks. We got to stop. We have lost 2 celebrities in the acting, one in the acting world, ladies and gentlemen. Liz Sheridan. You might not know her name, but she also was in the TV show Seinfeld. She dies at the age of 93 years old. We lost a big one in Chicago, ladies and gentlemen. The legend Bob Chin from Bob Chin Restaurants has been in the Chicago suburb city, a landmark for many, many years in restaurant. The great Bob Chin has passed away over this past weekend. So sad, and our prayers go out to the Chin and the Sheridan family, folks. Here's a little trivia for you cartoon buffs out there. April 17th, 1937, 85 years ago today, Daffy Duck appeared on a Porky Pig cartoon for the very first time. Daffy Duck. Anyway, he appeared on a Looney Tunes cartoon, a Porky Pig's Looney Tunes cartoon 85 years ago, which it seems like it's a long time, but it's technically not really that long ago if you think about it. I mean, time goes by. We got some great stories to talk about here, folks. How about this? According to CBS, Boxing world champion, the great Floyd Moneyweather. Now listen to this, folks. Mayweather, I'm sorry, but we call him Moneyweather. Floyd Mayweather, ladies and gentlemen, he will pay. Now listen to this, folks. You know, he's a multi-trillionaire. He's rich, right? You know how much money this guy's got? Anyway, he will give any NFL team $20 million. That's to give to the team to use whatever they want. Or probably to pay Antonio Brown. They would give him $20 million to hire Antonio Brown on an NFL football team. Now, if you guys follow football, you know the story of Antonio Brown, a great player, but his mind is a little stunted sometimes. Dennis, how you doing, my good friend? Yeah, Dennis, yeah, it is sad. Bob Chin was, he's a, Bob Chin. I mean, it's just fantastic. So Floyd Money Mayweather was going to give a NFL football team $20 million to sign Antonio Brown. If he makes it to the entire season without any problems. And you know what, Richard? When they brought him in with the Tampa Bay for the first year, the first time he played with Tom Brady, he had no problems at all. So something's got to give. But you're absolutely right. I don't know, 20 million. It's probably pocket change to Floyd Money Mayweather. All right, listen to this crazy stuff that's going on here, folks. Now, this is stuff that sometimes police get bad raps. So then you have the good cops, you have the bad cops, you have people that try to do their job. But you know what? Being a police officer these days, I don't think I'd ever want to be one. And I praise any police officer I see, because God forbid any wrong turn or anything, God forbid, and it's all over the news. You know the bad thing about this, folks? If they do good things, you never hear about that in the news. It's only the bad things or the accidental things or things that sometimes go the wrong way. And you ever notice that, which is, it's sad, but unfortunately true. Like this particular story here is a California woman. California woman, listen, now she backed into a police car. And the police car shot 30 shots into the vehicle where she was at. 30 shots. And all she did was back into a police car. She says that she was not armed and she was never threatening. So 30 shots into a car. I don't know. Is that trigger finger maybe? Maybe the police officer didn't know it was coming. I don't know. But this day and age, you never know. Police officers out there, they got to watch every move they make. They're a target. So maybe they thought they were a target. I don't know. But this woman was killed in her vehicle after being shot 30 times after she accidentally, supposedly, backed into a police car. She was not being threatening. She wasn't threatening the police officer, and she was not armed, no weapon or anything. So, Richard, did you hear the news this morning, something about putting a chip in your arm? What is that about? You know what, Tony Toto, I heard a little bit about that, and I was going to concentrate maybe more on that during the week. But they put chips in dogs right now, right? Or babies. They put them, they want to put these chips so they can see babies if they get kidnapped. I don't know if I want another chip. If I want chips in my body so they can see what's going on, I don't know. You know me with I was hesitant with that stupid booster or the other shots. So, that's crazy. Were they yelling, stop resisting while they were shooting? That I couldn't get you all the information on that, Richard. But yeah, good question. Peter Prado, how you doing? Lots of bad cops out there and lots of good ones in my family. Well, you know what? I don't consider a bad cop. I don't think they're bad cops. Here's the chip in the wrist to pay your tab or bill at the store. Now, there you go. So, Jerry, thank you for that. So that would be to, instead of carrying cash or carrying credit cards, you'd be like, I don't know. Would it be convenient? Probably. Well, what happens if the thing malfunctions, and your bill's $500? Oh, well, sorry. I don't know. That's a little crazy. It is crazy. Not only do they don't tell you good things, they just tell you the truth. Well, here's my thought of the police officers, folks. Before that, let's not forget our good friends from Hardcore Italians, Mikey and Hardcore Italian Chicago. If you love anything to do with Italian food, movies, actors, restaurants, anything Italian, they can go to Hardcore Italians or Hardcore Italian Chicago and like the page. Hardcore Universe. There you go. So thank you for that. You would think Apple Watches could do that. You know what, Jerry? That's a good point. I hope you had a good time, you and Lee, over there at the beautiful Cucina Rustica. Looked like the pictures were nice. Hope you guys had a good time. I don't know. It would be kind of, flashing your wrist. I don't know, to get you in. I'm sure it's happening somewhere. But my take on the cops, let me tell you what I'm thinking on some of these police officers. Sometimes these police officers, when they want to, their intention is to become a great police officer, and they get in there and they try hard and they pass and they do what they're supposed to do, and they make an arrest and they take somebody and they put them in a jail, and 24 hours later, they're out on parole. And almost to the point where they kind of lose it's like, they try to do all this great work, and then no matter what, it just seems like it always just backfires. So I don't know. I think it's just the policy sometimes in certain towns are different, certain states are different, certain countries are different. It's pretty fucked up. I'll just give you an example. A DUI in Wisconsin, a first offense DUI in Wisconsin is a parking ticket. It's a speeding ticket. It's a speeding ticket. First offense, if you live in Wisconsin, first offense. Here in Illinois, it's like, crazy. So every states have different rules, everything like that. It's just crazy. It's a foreign object in your body. It is a foreign object in your body. But we are putting a lot of shit in our bodies too sometimes. Sometimes we don't know if you're drinking or something you might eat. I don't know. Some of the vitamins, some of the proteins, whatever we're taking, some of it say it's all natural, but half of it isn't. So we really got to watch that stuff. Now we got to live in science fiction movie. What's next? There you go, Ronnie. I don't know, man. Would it be convenient? Yeah. I think it would be kind of cool. You have to carry nothing in your pockets. That would probably be the best part of everything. But I don't know. It's almost like when you have the toll, the thing in your toll, in the car for the tolls. They know exactly where you're at when you're going to that toll. It's the same thing when you got those locations on your phone, so people can find out where you're going and where you're at any time. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. Maybe the government, maybe people want to find out where everybody is. But that the government knows exactly where everybody is. Every time you're on your computers, the government knows exactly where you are 24 hours a day. Because there's not too many people out there that don't have a cell phone or a computer of some sort. And they're working on it, or they're traveling or whatever. So if they want to get you, folks, they're going to get you. So if that's what you're thinking, I don't know. Great, now when you get robbed, they can cut your arm off too. Oh, Richard, now you're going to it. Chip the Convicts. There you go. Great show, and thanks. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, my friend. It's none of their business, Pina. I agree with you, but we know that's not the case. Everything is their business now. They want to find out what's in your, how much you owe, how much is in your bank account, how many houses or what cars or anything in your name. They want to know all that now. It's like Twilight Zone is coming back. Emo, there you go. Yeah. So it's a little nuts here, folks. All right, let's got some more stuff here. Here's another horrible story about these deaths and stuff that are happening. Here's a bus driver who is from Detroit driving her bus, stops. And when a bus, I don't know much about bus driving because I was never been a bus driver, and I don't know too many bus drivers. Oh, I know one, Ralph Cramden, but he was, a television guy. But when you stop, suppose you see the bus, they have to push that thing so it says stop on the side of the bus, so oncoming traffic would learn to stop. Well, according to this particular bus driver in Detroit, just invalid, didn't follow the right protocol, and unfortunately, a kid was struck and died when he came out of the truck, out of the bus. A tragic, senseless death for a child because this bus driver didn't follow protocol and didn't do the right rules. Because if you don't put those stop signs when the kids are getting out, boom, bam, that's it. Cash is going to be gone, Jerry. Absolutely. Yes, it is sad, Jill. It's very sad. Very sad. All right. Now, you people thinking of going to Disney, listen to this. Disney World. Now, there's a restaurant called Coral Reef. Coral Reef is a restaurant in Disney, and you're eating in a restaurant, and around you while you're eating is sharks and live fish. It's called a Coral Reef. And a family went in there for a family of four, dinner for four at this Coral Reef in Disney, surrounded by sharks and all these great, I mean, I bet you it looks beautiful. I bet you it's great. But it cost the family $158 for four people. And I don't know if that was cocktails or anything like that, but what's kind of say is, I mean, that's probably an ongoing price with Disney, because I hear Disney's so expensive right now. But I think for the experience alone, to be sitting there with all these sharks going around you while you're eating, I think it'd be kind of cool. That's just another way to enjoy life. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things, folks. Today is the 18th of April, and it is, of course, tax day. Let's thank our bud friends from Deutsche Power Center, servicing the construction and diesel industry in the Chicagoland area for the last 100 years. Call Sal at 224-276-6550. That's Deutsche Power Center, right out of Elgin, Illinois. And you guys are watching Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. And it's big because it's people like you that make that show special. Angelo, how you doing, my friend? Again, hope everything is well with everybody. Okay. Another thing, people who have pets, dogs, cats, hamsters, birds, crocodile, I don't know, whatever people have, right? I always liked reptiles. I had one when I was a kid, but I always wanted one. Like, I want a tank with fish. Not with fish. Technically, I like a tank with like newts, salamanders, turtles, frogs. I thought that would be kind of cool, right? Well, here's a man, ladies and gentlemen, out of Maryland that had 124 pet snakes, and the pet snake bit him and he died. So the moral of the story is 124 pet snakes? Really? This is your own pets, these snakes, unless you're spending a lot of time with these things, you never know when they're going to strike. So it's an animal. It doesn't really need to be caged or in an aquarium or anything. This guy from Maryland has 124 of them. Bit, and the gentleman died. Isn't that crazy? I like snakes. I'm not afraid of snakes. I like snakes. Remember, things that you guys got to know this when it comes to animals and stuff like that. When you're out in the woods, or when you go to somewhere with a tree and you see a beehive, if you disrupt the beehive, you're going to get attacked. If you try to get near an animal, if you see an animal out in the wild, or bear especially, if you see something and you're getting too close to their territory or too close to their babies, they're going to attack. Half these people do not attack. Half of these animals do not attack for no reason. Snake in the road, you're going by his area, you step on him, you step on some. Psst. Obviously, these 124 pet snakes shouldn't be, you should have 124, number one. So what happens? Well, there you go. Now there's the positive side of that, Jerry Jams. You're absolutely right. Snakes in the wild kill the mice, they kill rats. So there you go. But to have 124 in your home, it can't be very safe. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. We got a bunch of birthdays passed this weekend, so let's throw some out there, folks. Peter Schelling from the 70s, 80s punk rock group, the Buzzcocks, celebrates a birthday. My good friend Maria Canella, great seeing her Friday at Chicago Prime, celebrates a birthday. You and Chris. Maria, thank you so much. Happy birthday. Chicagoland singer Jack Muccio celebrates a birthday this past weekend. Happy birthday, Jack. My good friend Lisa Converso Wolf, who watches the show sometimes. Lisa, if you're watching, happy birthday, my dear friend. My good friend Mark Rittman, Mark, hope you have a great birthday. I hope you had a great birthday. My good friend who passed away many years ago, my good friend Fred Santoro, who passed away, would be his birthday today. How about WWE legend Rowdy Piper? Woo! I love Piper, man. He was the best. Celebrates a birthday to do. Remember, if you liked I Dream of Jeannie, but how about if you like Bewitched? Then you got to love Elizabeth Montgomery, who celebrated a birthday this past weekend. Peter Garrett from the band Midnight Oil celebrates a birthday today. A UFC champion, Nate Diaz, celebrates a birthday. Jerry Rafferty, Baker Street, right down the line. Joey Ramone, the great Joey Ramone, of course, of the great band Ramones, died on this date of April 15th. And I used to love the Ramones. Joey Ramone was one of my favorites. Matt Sahajas, the son of Phyllis and Nick Sahajas, celebrates a birthday today. So, Matt, happy birthday. Also, Chicagoland entertainer Skip Paris, who was on the show not too long ago, celebrates a birthday today as well. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. All right. We've just got more stuff. Jerry Rafferty was also the lead singer of Steelers Wheel. That's right. Stuck in the middle with you. Good knowledge, sir. Thank you, pal. Fun group. Yes, it was, Jerry. That's right. Helen Tenuta. Hello, my friend. I hope you're feeling better. All right. How about this? If you're living in the Lake Barrington area, you heard about 100 of dead birds. A new bird flu is out there. The avian flu, AVIAN, avian flu, a bunch of dead birds near the North Barrington area found dead, and it's never been seen before. All these dead birds. Bird flu, something's out there that's killing these birds, which is very sad. But who knows? Hopefully they'll figure that shit out. But my God, imagine waking up in that area. It's pretty nice in that area in Barrington. Pretty weird, man. Pretty weird. I don't know. According to the town of Palatine, Illinois, if you remember Palatine, you're familiar with a lot of things that happened through the years in Palatine. Remember the brown chicken murders where the guy found in the freezer. But if you're out in the nightclub areas and you love to see live local bands, well, there was 2 spots that had the old 4 o'clock license. Jerry Jams, everybody that's listening right now will appreciate this, because back in the day we used to go to nightclubs and we'd stay out till 3 or 4. Stay out. There was places that was open. Now remember the place Dirty Nelly's, which is still in business. Dirty Nelly's is still in business, and Palatine, but Palatine has got rid of their 4 o'clock license. And not only Dirty Nelly's, but also Gators, which is another place that people used to hang around with in Palatine. So no more 4 o'clock license there. No more of those 4 o'clocks. I know that this is in Palatine. This is just in Palatine. But there it is. No more 4 o'clock. And anything past midnight, there's trouble. So anything past 2:30, it's even more trouble. So if you're out still at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning, there's problems right then and there. There you go. Tramps, stay outs. Yeah, all those places back then. But I always noticed that. Dave Antonelli, how you doing? Yeah, thank you, buddy. Great seeing you, Lindsay. And, of course, Joey. I hope he does well with his test. Get back to me. Let me know how he did today. Little Joey out there. But back then, if you noticed, I noticed myself that when we used to hang out at Stay Out or Tramps, or all these places, Galloway's, I don't know. I never seen cops. I never seen any problems. There might be a couple fights here and there, but there was no murders. There was no bullshit like there is now. So now Dirty Nellies and Gators with no 4 o'clock. It must probably ruin a lot of people's evenings on the weekends here, because some people, they find a bar, that's their life. That's where they hang every Friday, every Saturday, every time. Let's go there. But who wants to stay out till 4 o'clock in the morning? Anyway, what else we got here, folks? Here's a horrible story, but then a remarkable story. It's a sad story with a happy ending. Unfortunately, this is this, folks. It's the California teenager with autism. He went missing the year 2019, 700 miles away from where he was found. Believe it or not, folks, they found him at a gas station. He's been disappeared for 3 years. They just found him in a gas station, folks. Connor Oslaught was his name. It was a teen, disappeared in 2019, and he just reappeared 3 years later, 700 miles away from where he was found. Um, Sad, of course, when he went missing. Autism, it's a horrible disease. Whatever, I mean, it's just got to be horrible to live with that. And the teen disappears, and all of a sudden, 3 years later, he comes back. It's got to be horrible for the family, even horrible for him to have this. The Hobnob in Crystal Lake burned down this weekend. Oh, I did not know that, Richard. Was it a Greek fire or did it burn down? Different time. Gee, angels for breakfast for dappers. Yeah, thirsty whale. That's right. Red eye breakfast. So I did not know that Hobnobs in Crystal Lake burned down. Thank you, Richard. I did not know that. So another place that's been there a long time passes away, folks. Now, here's another thing. If you vote, you're Italian, you're Polish, you're Greek, you're straight, you're not straight, whatever they call it now, whatever it is, you want to put something in your home and you put an American flag. Some people put their Polish flag. Some people put Italian flag with some people put the rainbow, whatever, every flag, whatever you believe in, you want to put something out in front of your home. You have every right to do that. It probably was a Greek fire scene that they have been closed permanently for a time here. Okay, there you go, Richard. Hobnob, Walnut Ridge destroyed by suspicious fire. Okay, there you go. Jerry Jams, our daily reporter, looking into more details about Hobnob burning down in Crystal Lake. And there is the thing on Facebook. Thank you, Jerry. So if you have your home, you can put up whatever you want out in front of your house. Remember, if you had an election, you put your president, mayor, whoever's running. Well, this restaurant, ladies and gentlemen, Kentucky, called Colton's, decided to put the American flag up and then put a Ukraine flag up at this steakhouse in Kentucky called Colton's. And it got hate mail, and people were death threats because they put this Ukraine flag on the restaurant. What if the guy that owned the steakhouse was Ukrainian? I mean, does it really make a difference what businesses put on their thing? I mean, they're just supporting their country or what's going on in this world. Or when the elections come, vote Trump or vote Biden, they put out in their lawns. People put that stuff out. Or, if there's a new baby born, or they tie a yellow ribbon around a tree, there's so many different things. And you shouldn't be criticized for what you do. But for a while there, folks, in 2020, when they had all these rioting and stuff, people were afraid to put that American flag out in front of their house. Here in the greatest city, the greatest country in the world, the United States of America, land of the free. Well, this is a steakhouse in Kentucky called Colton's, and they got a lot of trouble for putting that Ukraine flag. So, but the owner kept it up there and still going to take the shit. So you know what? Good for him. Kudos for him. All right, according to Fox News, again, will this COVID ever go away? That's why some people are still scared of this COVID/flu, whatever it is. But right now, as it reports, 14,409 new COVID cases, 45 deaths in this month alone, according to Fox News. Again, you really can't follow the press, especially here in Illinois, and find out how many of those people, the 45 deaths, actually died of COVID, where they had something else and COVID. They went into the hospital and then they got COVID in the hospital and then they died. So here it is. Again, the red flags are coming up again. Of course, they're trying to keep the masks on in public transportation and trains again till I think May 13th or May 18th, something like that. So who knows, man? It's crazy. Well, there's rules when you go to theme parks, whether it's Disney, Six Flags, Great America, wherever you go, Santa's Village. I guess there's some rules, and I never knew, according to this place here, Cedar Park in Sandusky, Ohio. It's probably one of the third smallest amusement parks left in the country. But the gentleman was going on a Ferris wheel, and they had to stop the Ferris wheel, bring the Ferris wheel down, and the attendant had to take the guy's phone. Supposedly, you can't bring your phone on this Ferris wheel in Cedar Park, Sandusky, Ohio. So they took his phone away. I don't know. Why do you need to take your phone away? You might want to take that picture of you going up in the air and seeing all that stuff when you're up there. It's a little crazy. What's going on? Is the media who is doing this so people are stupid and left does anything excuse? Emil, I believe 99% is the media. Out of the 1% is true. The 99% is whatever the media wants you to believe. That I do agree. But I never heard the deal of any social, any kind of rides here, amusement park rides where they take your phone. I never heard any of this. So this is happening. All right, folks. All these new restaurants are old restaurants. Everybody's trying to eat healthier. Vegan this, vegan that. No meat here, meatless that. Now, I'm going to tell you something. When the Impossible Burger came out at Burger King, which is supposed to contain no meat whatsoever, and we were hearing about it, everybody. So one day I went to the drive-thru and I bought one for the family. I bought everybody home. I said, guys, try them. And I don't know, they all seem to like it. But I've bought it a couple times after that myself. I don't go to McDonald's and Burger King too often. But I love the Impossible Burger. It's a little bit more expensive. But now McDonald's, of course, you've got to compete with Burger King. So they got something called a McPlant. No meat in it. It's supposed to be very good. It is also very, very pricey, which is the same thing as the Impossible Burger with Burger King. So give it a shot. I liked the Impossible Burger. I did not try the McPlant. I'm sure one day I will, but I did not try it. But the Impossible Burger, I thought was very, very good. All right, ladies and gentlemen. NBC, South Carolina inmate. Now, this man has been imprisoned for over 2 decades on death row. Michael Moore, his name is, at the age of 57 years old, went to jail for killing somebody in 1999 for killing a clerk. So he's on death row, and he chose the firing squad instead of an execution. I don't know, man. That's pretty scary shit. But I guess when you're the guy that's shooting, the guys that are shooting, do you think that they would be marksmen so they shoot you and you die right away? I don't know. It's like, let's make a deal. And they go, okay, Michael, pick door number 1 is the electric chair. Door number 2 is the firing squad. Door number 3 is you die with poison. And they maybe put poison in your meal or you drink it. I don't know. But this inmate here chose to the firing squad. And man, you remember the old Westerns and the old movies where you see line them up at the firing squad and they just, kill people. I don't know. It's pretty weird. Mr. Robert Provenzano, sir, how you doing? I hope you had a great Easter. You and the family. So firing squad or execution, if you ever got put in that point. But this gentleman here, 2 decades waiting in death row. And finally, when he got his choice, he took the firing squad. So I don't know, man. And more crazy stories. Here's another man from Utah. They found guilty of taking teens and throwing their bodies down of a mine. Killing these teenagers, killing their bodies, throwing a mine, eventually going to get caught. Look what happened with Gacy when he buried everybody in his basement or the cement, whatever it was. There's some crazy people. Some of these stories, I just don't get it. It drives me bananas, folks. It just drives me bananas. If you're just watching for the first time, Ocean's Pit, Patrick Haig, how you doing, buddy? Hope you had a nice Easter, you and your family. Guys, remember this, a great quote. Now that, we got the elections coming up again for the House and the Senate in November. But listen to this. And I love this quote. This was sent to me from Michael from Lisle, Illinois. Michael from Lisle, Illinois posted this. You voted for your guy because you hated the other guy. And the other guy is now the disaster that the other guy told you that your guy would be. You figure that out, because I'm not going to repeat it. And we'll just leave it at that. Gacy, there you go. 32 32 bodies were buried. There you go. Well, there you go. This guy here killing people and throwing these teens into a mine. It's pretty sad shit, folks. Really is. All right. It's about time. Listen to this. This is good news. This is a CEO of a Swiss bank. CEO of a Swiss bank. His name is Pierre Veracruz. He is a CEO at a Swiss bank. He gets jail time, folks. He only gets 4 years of jail time, but he was a CEO and he was using money for almost 4 years. He was spending money on strip clubs and Tinder dates and charging them towards the company. So this guy's brutal. I mean, he spent over $217,000 on company bank money to be used for strip joints when he went to strip joints and Tinder dates. So all this money that he spent, and he get caught and he going to jail for 4 years. What an idiot. I mean, I remember the time we used to be able to go into a club, and if you had expense accounts, remember the old expense accounts, and you'd be putting all your drinks on there, and maybe you would be going to the strip joint years ago. I mean, I used to see them at different, especially down at Jilly's. People used to come in from out of town, put everything on the expense account, cigars, food, buy everybody drinks, blah, 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 blah. Expense account. Well, this is an expense account, because then they took that all away from companies. They couldn't use those expense accounts anymore, and if they did, everything had to be fine-tuned, but back then. But this is just recently. So this is a former CEO on strip clubs and Tinder dates. 2017, unbelievable. $217,000 on strip joints and Tinder dates. My kind of guy. There you go. Facts. There you go, Michelle. I hope you're doing well, honey. Hope you had a great Easter. Christina, I hope you had a great Easter too. Hi, pal. Miss you, brother. Please let everyone know, thinking suicidal thoughts, please reach out to Needs, and someone will help you. The third year I chose close to me. There you go. Thank you, Dennis Finn. And it's nice to hear from Dennis Finn, of course, from the Needs organization. Dennis was on the show not too long ago running this organization for people in need. It's called Needs. So Dennis and his people go out there and find things for people that need. It's not like I need a brand new car is going to get you that. If you need a new table and chairs, or you need something, they will find stuff for you at no cost to you. And here you go, Dennis. And right now, Dennis, you're right, 2020, 2021, I mean, it's crazy right now. They said there was more deaths in COVID-19 in the year 2021 than 2020. So when all that depression and people losing their jobs and all this crazy stuff and suicidal thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, if there's any of that stuff, please get help. Absolutely, Dennis. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sandra. How you doing, honey? I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great Easter. Yeah, so Sandra, isn't that funny? CEO spends $217,000 on strip clubs and Tinder dates. Well, at least I hope he got a date out of it. Now he's got a date in jail for 4 years. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. I hope you guys are doing great today. Let's see. How about another tragic story, ladies and gentlemen? This is in Oklahoma, according to Newsweek magazine. This has got to be the most horrible story I've ever heard. Here's a father. Mother and baby are coming out of the house, and the father is backing up his car. Their car. Well, the baby gets away from the mom. The baby gets behind the car. The father runs over his own child. He runs over his own child, ladies and gentlemen. He was 2 years old. The mother should have been holding the 2-year-olds by the hand, and the father should have been looking a little bit when you know you got a 2-year-old sitting around over there. It's tragic death here of a 2-year-old boy. Run over by his own father accidentally because he got behind the car. You have to be devastated. I can't begin to imagine what that feeling must be. I mean, a child dying for a disease or something happening horrible to a child when someone else does it. This is your own, Patrick. It's absolutely heartbreaking. You can't come up with that, right, Christine? Isn't that horrifying to hear that? This man will never be the same. Never be the same again. Gil, speechless. Speaking of my good buddy Gil, D. La Paz will be on my show this Wednesday. So I'm excited to have Gil on. We're going to have a lot of fun, talk about music, and it's great. I got to meet Gil last week at Avanzari and Lombard, and we got up and sang a song together. So Gil's going to be on our show Wednesday, so make sure you guys tune in. We got some good stuff with that. That is so sad. I have tears in my eyes hearing this email. It is very sad. And like I said, it's just absolutely crazy. And then you get the fucked up weird people, folks. This is according an Arizona man was arrested for 183 dead animals froze in his freezer. Some of them were still alive. Michael Turkland, 95 counts of animal brutality. 183 dead animals in his freezer. Whack job. Whack job. I'm telling you, man, there should be cases for when they go into court, should be cases. And boom, next, bam, shot, gone, next. I mean, it's just nuts. If some of these people do these most craziest things in the world, there should be no trial. That's it. Boom. Molest a kid, boom, kill, you're dead. That's it. What is it with these people? Oh, you're right, Jerry. We definitely do that. Well, here's another thing. Here's a kid. Okay, now, you went to school, ladies and gentlemen, kindergarten, and you think your parents used to pack your lunch for you, and then you go to school and you have your lunch. Well, supposedly this kindergarten kid, now he must have maybe packed his own lunch, went inside the fridge, put those juicy things in his bag, thinking that it's fruit juice. They come with a little straw, the little Heinz or whatever, not Heinz, but High C or whatever they are. And kids have a little punch that they can have with their food when they bring their school to lunch. This kid here, ladies and gentlemen, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So he gets home. He gets to school. He opens up his bag. He takes his thing, puts the straw in, takes about 4 or 5 sips. All of a sudden, he starts feeling a little woozy and starts feeling a little dizzy. Well, when they look at the container, it wasn't juice. It was ready-to-drink margarita mix. Ready-to-drink margaritas in these little juice jars, little juice packages. The kid grabbed it, or the mother did it on accident. I didn't find out those details. But here, so a whole bunch of kindergarten kids are running around all woozy and dizzy after thinking it's the juice, little juice packs, but it was actually ready-to-drink margarita drinks. So, I bet you those kids had a few headaches, right, ladies and gentlemen? Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. We're coming almost to the end, folks. Next, Ron Onesti last week did a big concert for Ukraine, and that was going to be, they did it at the Arcada Theater. Now, they're doing it again this Wednesday, but this time they're doing it at the Des Plaines Theater. That's going to be April 20th. Relief concert for Ukraine at the Des Plaines Theater this Wednesday. And then this Sunday, if you're in Arago Park, folks, this Sunday, April 24th, they're doing a Defense for Christopher Columbus Committee statue at 10 a.m. this Sunday, if you're out that way. I'd love to go on Sunday, but we're driving early to St. Louis because we're performing at the Casa Loma Ballroom this Sunday. So, good stuff there. Look, go to oshows.com or Ronesti Entertainment. Find out more information of stuff that's going on. Lunchtime. There you go, Christine. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Ron is the best, ladies and gentlemen. I love this quote. It's Brad Elvis, of course, a great drummer from Chicago. He also was with the Elvis Brothers. Then, of course, he's been with the rock band Romantics for many years. On his Facebook post, he put, "I don't celebrate Passover. I celebrate sleepover." So, I love that one. Brad, I had to steal it. Hope you don't mind. Anyway, Ocean Spit, the little show about big things as we're coming. Now listen to this. This is weird. This is a weird story. It's a happy story, but a weird story. You have a gentleman, ladies and gentlemen, who has anxiety disorders. Now, there's people out there who have anxiety disorders. Okay, put them in a room with a lot of people or a situation, they start getting crazy. Now, this employee here, this gentleman is in Kentucky, works at a business, told his coworkers, please, I don't want to party because he has anxiety disorder issues. He didn't want to party. Didn't want to party. So this stupid ass company and the coworkers decided to give him a party anyway. Okay. So they give him a party at the school. The guy starts having these seizures, starts having these freaking out with his anxiety disorders. So what does the man do? He turns around and sues the company that he works for $450,000 in court. Because his boss and his coworkers said, hell with it. Let's give him a party anyway. He's got anxiety disorders. That's the last thing you want to do. I've seen people in that situation. I've known people like that. It's the last thing you want to do, ladies and gentlemen. So this guy's suing. This guy's suing his own company because his boss and friends just wanted to give him a birthday party. Yes, it's a nice gesture, but not when the gentleman says, please don't, because I have anxiety issues, anxiety disorder. Mr. Beef got what? Made a beef. The HR got fired and sued for $400,000. There you go. Yeah, there you go. He made a beach to human resources. That's right. So he got fired, and now he's going to win. You know, he's going to get some money out of that. I hope he wins a lawsuit too. When he tells the company, don't do it. Don't do it. Send him a gift. Get him a gift card. Send him a woman. Send something. Send him a Uber to pick him up and go bring him somewhere to get something to eat. Do that. Don't scare the shit out of the guy. Here we go for another freezer story, folks. According to Newsweek magazine, there's a man who killed his grandmother. She's 82 years old. This is in Georgia. 82 years old. He puts his grandmother in a freezer while she's still alive. She's still alive, ladies and gentlemen. And puts his grandmother in the freezer. Closes the door. See you later, Grandma. Dies. 82 years old. Crazy world we're living in, man. Crazy world we're living in. We're going to leave you with one last question here, folks. To boost or not to boost? That is the question. People are still getting booster shots out there. Some people are still getting the COVID-19 vaccine. That's still out there. The question is, if you got the vaccine twice, are you boosting? Did you get your second boost or your third boost? I don't know, folks. The answer for me is no, 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 and no. That simple. Crazy stuff. We're almost coming down to the end, folks. And we know another great sponsor, of course, is Portillo's fundraisers for everybody. If you're a nonprofit organization looking to raise a little money for your organization, that just like I said, and you know, our son Joe Fank works for Portillo's in the marketing department. Why don't you give Joe a call at 224-636-3646, and he can arrange that for you. Or better yet, go to jfank@portillos.com. Also, folks, don't forget my wife's company, folks, Laura Ocean Solutions, and you can't beat that company. Increasing profits while reducing credit card fees. If you have a company that uses credit cards, you want to save on those hidden fees, look up my wife's page there at lauraoceansolutions.com. She'll take care of you. You know why? Because she owns the company. That's lauraoceansolutions.com. And don't forget, folks, last but not least, our good friends from Patriot Funding Incorporated, commercial money lending at its finest. When timing is everything, you go to Patriot Funding. Patriot Funding has all aspects of funding for your cannabis, hard money, commercial needs, anything you need. They're right out of Roselle, Illinois. Dave Antonelli, you all know him. You've all met him. He's my right-hand man. He's the best. My good buddy Dave Antonelli will not stir you wrong. So you go to Patriot Funding Incorporated and you call him for commercial money lending and more. It's that simple, man. Support a local guy from Roselle. Right there, 630-675-4730, Patriot Funding Incorporated. Tell him Tony O sent you, or you heard it on the pit. All right, now we are coming to the end. Now remember, tomorrow I will not be here for the next 3 more Tuesdays. I will not be here on Tuesdays, but we'll be back on Wednesday with my good buddy Gil. So it's going to be a lot of fun on the show for Wednesday. Thursday, of course, my lovely wife, Laura. So we have a great week ahead of you. Now, don't forget, folks, this week, if you're coming out to support entertainment, this Thursday will be at JC Pub in McCook, Illinois. Great supper club. It's going to be great. Very good. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Saturday will be at Taverna on Division in Melrose Park, Rhino and Toto. Sunday, me, Jerry Jams, Bill Saratella, Elliot Winbush, and Dave Antonelli. We're off to Casa Loma Ballroom in St. Louis, Missouri. Ocean's Rat Pack. It's the Rat Pack meets Elvis. That's right, Everett Dean. And it's a dinner and show at the Casa Loma Ballroom this Sunday at the Casa Loma Ballroom in St. Louis, Missouri. And then, folks, don't forget the big show coming up. The big show's coming up, 30 years. Come celebrate with me. 30 years in the business, folks. If you like great music, if you love the Des Plaines Theater, if you want to come out and support all the other acts, they're going to be with me on my show on May 29th, Sunday, May 29th. Come out and support me for 30-year anniversary show. Again, Nick Sahaj is the piano man with his 10-piece band, the main event band, the Dream Police, the Ocean's Rat Pack, Mojo's Jukebox, playing the after party, Diva Montel, Kim Peterson LaFew, Regina Karma, Matt Cassane, Jack D'Amico, Mike and Tracy, John Vincent, the Jersey Girls. It's going to be great. That's Sunday, May 29th at the Des Plaines Theater. All you got to do is go to oshows.com, oshows.com, and get your tickets. It's going to be a good event, folks. And Mojo's Jukebox, my new rock band, playing all the great songs of the 70s and 80s. Congratulations to Michael and Marty and the guys. Just got back from Des Moines, knocking them out, opening for the rock band Chicago. Congratulations to them. So more shows to come, a lot more fun. Again, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have an incredible afternoon. And I hope, again, you had a nice, great Easter. Go out and support local establishments. And please go see some live entertainment. There you go. Now, Richard, that wouldn't be a bad idea, but she only has Thursdays off. So that's why she does the show with me on Thursday. But that would be a great idea. Thank you, Gil. Patrick, thank you, everybody else, for watching, everybody. Go out and support local establishments and live entertainment. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. To book a show, give us a call at 847-769-8609. Remember the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Peace and love, everybody, man. Just make sure you have be kind, everybody out there. It's a tough world. It's crazy out there. Just what else can you do? Just go out and be yourself. God bless you, man. Have a great day. Nick Sahajas, take us out. Peace and love. Bye-bye.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
See you later, folks.